Right, we're live. Okay, so we have just been to the local pub and it was such a lovely and happy community that I really feel like coming and have a chat with all of you. And I am making a French omelette. Mr. A is on a fasting day, so I am the only one to eat, and I just wanted something really quick and I thought we would share with you. So I'm going to start by beating 3 eggs, and I want you to know that this is not beating 3 eggs for a French omelette. You need to beat them up completely so they are really, really liquid. There is no difference between the egg white and the yolk at all. Otherwise, they're not beaten. There is French omelette is famous on the Mont Saint-Michel. And when you go to the Mont Saint-Michel, you can watch the famous restaurant of the Omelette de la Mère Poulard. And they have these gorgeous copper dishes. And they beat the eggs really, really long time to make the famous French omelette from the Mont Saint-Michel. And I don't know if that's where I learned to beat my eggs really thoroughly, but I always do now. So here we go, really beat the eggs thoroughly. And in the meantime, I'm going to start melting my butter there in my big pan. This is the first time cooking live, so you'll have to apologize for the slight, I don't know, amateur tinge to this video, but it's going to be fun. So yes, this afternoon when we were walking the dog, suddenly my lovely husband said, I fancy a pint at the pub. And the first pub we stopped at, since it was only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, was closed until 3. So we went to the second one, called the Corner House on the island, and the atmosphere was so adorably lovely. There was already 7 or 8 people there, and we felt just so welcome, and everybody smiled at us. Many people said hello, and after we've had 1 drink each, everybody started chatting to us. My husband had a really lovely conversation with a gentleman called Bill, and we have been to this pub a couple of times, but nobody would have recognized us, and it was just such a lovely, welcoming community. And as I always finish my videos by saying that we are a lovely community of people who love sharing our sharing our love for good food, I just wanted to come to the community and speak to you today. So I want my omelette to be parsley flavored. So I've got some lovely curly parsley in my garden, and like my grandma, I don't use, oh, this is too hot, turn it down. I don't use fancy implements to chop my parsley unless I need to chop a lot of it, and then I've got a really funny little roly thingy bob. But today is just me, it's just a quick omelette, so I am not going to create extra washing there. Okay, so nice quantity of thinly chopped parsley there, and you could add salt and pepper. I never use pepper, so just a little bit of salt, not too much because I'm going to add some on the cooked omelette, so I'm not going to put a ton of parsley now. You see, it's really liquid, and we're ready to pop it in our pan. So I've got 3 eggs and a really, really wide pan, because the thing with French omelette is that it's quite thin and it cooks quite quickly, although you don't cook it on a very hot heat at all. So it's really medium heat. I have melted my butter, make sure my parsley is nice and floaty, and here we go. It's going to be really thin. It's going to cook gently. Okay, see, no big noise. I have the impression that eggs prefer really gentle cooking. I always take my time when I cook eggs and mushrooms. I don't know, Do you cook eggs and mushrooms really slowly, or do you just whack them in and think they are better for it? What's your favorite way to cook eggs? And the question I wanted to ask is, do you have a friendly pub nearby, or a friendly, I don't know, place you go and drink alcohol? Do you call them pubs in America? I don't know. I don't know how you call them in America. We haven't never traveled to America. We've traveled only a little bit and never went that way. So I don't really know how you would call them there. But we don't have a pub really close to us. It's good 15 minutes walk, I would say. And that corner house, it was just so lovely. I was telling my husband, I'm going to take you there once a week and you're just going to sit and chat with the chaps. It was really just so friendly. So, and there were two ladies there having a drink together as well. It just felt so normal and so nice. So we're cooking this egg really slowly. So moving my pan a little bit because the center of the heating is such a wide pan. There we are. You can see that it's starting to cook there. And then what we can do is lift the corner. My mum does that. She just lifts the corners and let it cook underneath. No, it's not going to work. I don't know how she does it. I'll have to observe her better next time. It's cooking gently. So in France we cook the omelette only on one side, and we do let the egg quite runny on the inside, and it's called une omelette baveuse. And baveuse means drooly, you know, like a dog that has water that drools out of its mouth. That's the same word. We like drooly omelettes. Don't panic, don't panic. What's happened here? I've turned everything off, turned the key on. Well, that's it. So we can see that it's starting to almost be ready. Really quick. I'm hungry. It's now, I don't know, past 4 in the afternoon. 4 in the afternoon, and I haven't eaten anything yet today. We have this kind of strange days sometimes. Not very French at all, actually. My mum wouldn't like it not to eat during the day like that. There. So it's quite cooked in the middle, but it still has some movement on the side. And we're just going to let it roll gently. Maybe help it a little bit, no? There. Up. There. Et voilà. Et voilà. And I am going to add just a flurry of nice sea salt. Et voilà. Bon appétit, les amis. How do I stop this now? Just press the cross.